Hey everyone, we're a couple days late, but what is time anyway? Final two wars of the Big Thing season. Wars 11 and 12, and it is still all on the line between Salty and Faye for the third place spot. First and second were pretty much locked in by this point, so it was essentially just between both the alliances for who will get third place, so yeah. Still some pretty intense wars to go. So starting off, I had Spiral against this Root Dark Phoenix. This is a very easy fight. Literally the only real damage I took the whole fight was just then when she threw the SB1 randomly. Because Dark Phoenix is fun and interactive. But apart from that, very simple fight. Just use the Root, build your charges, push Phoenix to our SB2, and then counter with some hits and your SB1 with Spiral. No Nova Flame, and yeah, just keep repeating that, basically. So yeah, pretty much going into these last two wars, FAE had had 1 loss, Salty had had 3 losses. However, because of FAE's attack bonus being so horrendously bad, FAE was essentially on 2 losses, meaning if we did lose another war, it would go on attack bonus against Salty for who got the third place spot. So it's essentially 2 losses versus 3 losses, to keep it simple. But yeah, this fight here is it's literally just ramp up Spiral and completely cook Phoenix. Nothing really to be scared of. Use the SB1 just before the Root, so it pushes me back and roots her before she can do anything. And yeah, fight is pretty much over now. This war, Salty did win against MSKTT, I believe that is. So yeah, Salty is starting with a win in War 11, so now over to FAE, who was going against... Who was we going against this war? I have kind of forgotten. Oh yeah, we was against Noon this war, which realistically should have been our hardest war of the two, but something happened in the other one which made it funnier. So I have got Crossbones versus this Node 8 Photon, and this Photon was the worst Photon AI I've faced this season. This fight is horrible. I lose my Furies like twice just because she won't heavy at all. So yeah, this is a really fun fight. I had lots of fun here. I definitely wasn't starting to get scared near the end. But yeah, this is just a horrible fight overall. But it's your usual fight. Crossbones versus Photon. Keep stacking your Furies, keep pausing them. SB1s and Overload to gain more. And yeah, just bait heavies and counter the heavies. Bait SB1s and counter the SB1s, apart from them, because I apparently suck. But yeah, same as the last few that I've done this season. But this one, yeah, I don't know what was up with the AI, but it started out fine in the first half of the fight, but at the last half it was getting really annoying. So yeah, combo Relic into another heavy to pause, and we're at 34 Furies, which is quite good. But yeah, this war against Noon, it was quite intense. At this point, when I took this fight, we was at around 25 and 3 each, so it looked like it was going to go down to the wire. However, Noon had a bit of a moment against a Node 3 Sasquatch, and that completely killed the war. So yeah, look at this. Can you just like throw a heavy, please? Heavy? Anything? SB1? Anything? Nope. Okay. Guess we're restarting. So yeah, that was the first Fury loss. But yeah, Noon had an unfortunate time against a Node 3 Sasquatch, so that killed the war for them. So FAE did win this war as well, so going into the final war of the season, it's pretty much if FAE wins, we get third. If we lose, it's going to go on attack bonus. So yeah, literally went down to the wire. Literally the closest third place battle there's ever been. I'm not even clickbaiting, it actually is, because most of you probably know what happened already. But yeah, we're just ramping the Furies up again. Photon's at 35%, so I wasn't overly worried at this point, just kind of annoyed because I lost all my Furies. But yeah, get another heavy out of her, counter that, into another combo, into an SB1, and then was it here where she's weird again? No, it wasn't. This was fine. I think it was here. Yeah, look at this. Oh no, wait, never mind, it wasn't this. Oh, it was this. That was just me being bad though. So, but I was like, okay, it's fine, we still got a lot of Fury time. Nice heavy. Really nice heavy. Oh, when you throw it when the Furies expire, so cool. So yeah, Fury's lost again, and at this point I was like, okay, let's get ramped up quickly again, because 1 minute 40 left and I still need to take her down 20%. So yeah, I'm just trying to ramp up again here. Just using the same rotations as before. I get pushed to SB3, so I just throw that into her. SB3s actually take a lot of time, so this maybe wasn't the best use, but I did get the crit passive after it, which is quite nice. Because yeah, look here, literally every one of my hits is triggering a Fury. That crit passive is insane on the 7-star. So yeah, trigger overload again, and Photon is essentially dead. But this fight took over 4 minutes, which is just awful. But anyway, we solo into the final war, and on the salty side we are against PBT, and I've got a new fight. Yay. Serpent versus Node 9 Shocker. Pretty much the whole thing of this was just keep countering his heavy and his SB2. Don't counter his SB1, it's not worth it. Have your charges ramped, and then pretty much just slam SB1s into him. But yeah, at the start of this fight, you do take a lot of block damage, just because you're not ramped, and Shocker has really stupid penetration. So yeah, this fight, very simple though once you get ramped. Spam your SB1s, keep baiting heavies and SB2s, whichever is like in the best place. And yeah, pretty much just chunk him down with your SB1s. So this war against PBT, this was a win for Salty. Wasn't really a close war, you know, just one of those that we had to get through. So Salty ended the season 9 wins, 3 losses. So essentially it was all on FAE in the final war to win their match against NY718, who have been really good this season. A lot due to the fact that they have got unlimited Nico Minoru's for attack, I swear. She is everywhere. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, we just had to beat NY, and we would come 3rd overall. But it was never going to be that easy, would it? It would never be that simple. So, going through this fight now, Serpent's at 62%, 63 now, and this is the point where we start chunking him down massively. You know, we've got over 30 force charges. His health is now below mine for the first time. And yeah, this is where we start doing some really strong damage. We've got our resist up, we've got our cool force charges maxed, we're gaining extra furies, so yeah. This is just slam him in the corner, keep absolutely smacking him. Push to SB2 where possible, and if he does SB1, don't try and punish it, it's just not worth it. But yeah, another SB2 comes out, Shocker's below half health now. This does look kind of close, like on the health race, but gotta keep in mind because of the death immunity, I had like another 15-20% health to go. If I would have like died per se, so this was not really a close match. It was just eat that unavoidable damage at the start to get ramped up, and then you just completely cook him. See, another SB1. Shocker's now below 25%. Get a heavy out of him, so that's some more charges. Into another SB1. And yeah, fight is pretty much over. So my main account for this season finished on obviously 12 kills and 3 deaths, which yeah, that completely sucks, and let's act like it never happened. Okay, moving on. Moving on to FAE against NY, and we've got a repeat fight. The Kashala versus Lumatrix. We've done this a few times now. So I'm going to spend the time essentially explaining what happened. So, this war against NY. basically NY had nothing to play for. They was locked in their bracket. They decided to go ultra tryhard against us, which was very, very necessary. Thanks for that, NY, making us boost up heavily for the last war. But yeah, NY finished on 3 deaths, I believe, which is a very solid score this meta. And FAE ended on 4 deaths. No, that meant that we lost to NY and it went down to attack bonus, which didn't seem great for us. However, essentially calculating the attack bonus out, and when the war concluded, we realised we had the exact same attack bonus as Salty. No, that's a lie. Because, assuming we was on 3 losses because of the NY loss, and Salty was on 3 losses, from that point, we were then on the same attack bonus. So, essentially, we completely tied, which I'm pretty sure that's the first time it's happened in Alliance War, where 2 alliances have completely tied, and it was like at the boundary of 2 brackets. So essentially everyone was like, okay, what happens now? You know, we're both the exact same score. Will it go on head-to-head record, which would mean Faye wins? Will it go on some other factor that could mean Salty wins? Essentially, we had no idea what was going to happen. So we essentially had to ask the developers, essentially, how does this go? And Nah the Goat came back with a message, which I will show after this fight finishes. This fight, very simple fight against Luma, apart from at the end where I nearly botch it. You will see that happen near the end. It got a bit scary at the end. Yeah, nice intercept fail. I probably would have died if he threw that last hit, but we finished the Luma off. Anyway, we are done, and Faye lost the war. So, this was Nah's message. Essentially, we completely tied, and we are both getting 3rd place rewards, because there is no way to separate us. Yeah, they were just monitoring the tiebreak, and if one alliance ended in 4th, they would send out the extra Radiance and the Shatter Shards, which Faye did end in 4th, so we got the extra stuff. So essentially, both my accounts got 300k Radiance, and 20 of the Shatter tokens. So, Salty and Faye completely tied for 3rd. Most anticlimactic ending ever. So yeah, we both got the 3rd place rewards. Literally the best outcome for both alliance, to be honest. The best outcome for me, because I have an account in both. So yeah, here's just a few crystals that I popped open. I haven't really spent much of the Radiance yet. Wasn't really sure what to do, especially with July 4th so close. So just popped open a few crystals. We had 2 basics and a Titan on the main, and then just 2 basics on the mini. Get a Prowler dupe here, which was quite nice. And then into the Titan on the main. At this point, I was still looking for a lot of champs in the Titan. And we get... Cyclops. Really, Kabam? A Cyclops dupe. So yeah, that Titan was a complete waste of time. But yeah, onto the mini account now. Just 2 more 7-star nexuses. Next season, because we are back to the normal war format, I'll be uploading every war, so every like 2 days. Because there could be quite a lot of fights over the 2 accounts in a war period. So yeah, these crystals on the mini were kind of met as well. Just basic, generic 7 stars. 7-star basics are mid nowadays anyway, but yeah. Thanks for watching. 3rd place finish for both alliances. A perfect tie for the first time in AW. So yeah, see you all next season, where hopefully we don't tie again.